Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go. Ready.
Well, hello, FlossTube.
This is take number like 47.
6 or 7, I don't know. It was
Kind of ridiculous.
crazy. Well, we're in a new spot. We have a new friend. Well, she's not a new friend. She's an old friend. She's been here with us for a long time, but new to us today. So we're the Bougie Stitchers. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Amy.
And we are friends who cross-stitch together and quilt together and have lunch together. And, you know, it's just a small circle. And we love it. We have 2 others that usually join us, and Emma when she pretends she's an old lady with us. But we always start our channel about cross-stitch with a moment of gratitude. And my moment of gratitude is about learning. You're never too old to learn. I have to keep telling myself that. Because it took me like an hour and a half to put up a traverse rod for Nancy's new curtains. Because I'd never done it before and I wanted to surprise her. And she came home and I was in the middle of it because I was afraid to use a power tool. I wasn't really afraid. They're just not Steve's power tools. And I didn't want to break my brother-in-law's power tools. So I was a little leery. And then I didn't want to make a mistake. And it's her house. And anyways, there was a whole drama roll. And then we did it. We put it up. We're pretty proud of ourselves. She came home. She's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's power tool it. And I was like, okay, we're in. I just needed my sister's confidence, I guess. That's what I'm thankful for.
Amy, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for the changing of the seasons. I just feel like every time this season changes, you can just feel your heart change a little bit. And right now, it's just lighthearted and happy. It's green outside. The birds are chirping. It's beautiful. I will say we have had all 4 seasons in the last 24 hours because it was snowing last night.
The mountains have snow on them right now because it was snowing.
Yes, but I mean, it's just so beautiful when you look outside right now. It just makes you feel good.
It does. It's really nice. Sister?
I am thankful that school's over. We had a great year. I feel my bus had a great year. And not my bus. I think everyone had a good year this year. And so we get the summer off, do what we want to do.
But you are now in a new season because you went to the school system this year.
Yes, in September.
In September, right when school was starting. And so you've been able to do that whole seasonal thing too.
Yeah.
One of her kids gave her flowers. I thought that was really
I gotta
sweet.
tell you how this little kid gave me flowers. He's autistic, right? And I saw him walking, and I kind of knew because the mom had kind of prepped me for it. But this young man throws these flowers at me, and he's like, "They're yours." I'm like, "Thank you." I mean, I didn't ask for a hug. I just said thank you, and so I wrote him a thank you note. So he'll probably see that in the mail today.
And they are beautiful.
They are pretty. So she had them sitting in the garage because
It snowed last night.
Snowed last night, and we put them out in the sun. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna put these out in a pot with a weed in it, so you might want to plant them soon.
And talking about Amy in the new season, I finally got hollyhocks, you guys. They are weeds, but they're such pretty weeds.
So sadly, she takes me out to her weed patch, and I went, oh, do you have any rhubarb in here? Because Steven loves rhubarb, and I want to plant rhubarb now that we finally got our yard in. And she's like, no, I got hollyhocks. And I'm like, oh, and I didn't know where they were. She had to point them out.
Yeah, I had to find them.
And then she takes me back to her fence, and she was like, look over the fence. Now, I am like, what, 4 inches shorter than you?
I don't know.
And she's like peering over her fence and looking. I'm on my tiptoes, and I'm like, I can't see.
It's a beautiful bush that just voluntarily grew there. That's going to stay there.
You have like 4 of them, though. So I think somebody planted them at some point.
Well, if they did, they sure didn't measure very nicely. Anyways, I believe they were just planted, like they're just seeded
God
there.
put 'em there?
Yep, God wanted Nancy to be happy.
Like a dog pooped them out.
Maybe.
All right.
I'm happy with it.
It's nature planet. All right. So, do you have any FFOs, fully finished objects?
Fast forward.
I do not.
I should, but I do not. But that's a story for another time. FOs?
I do have an FO.
Ooh, let's see it.
We were on a 24-hour.
24-hour cross stitch.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a box.
Oh, here, I do.
You do?
Yep, here. Oh, hang on. Turn my neck. Turn the neck. Turn the neck.
Oh, yeah, Jen does. And so I had a start and a finish. These are what, mini?
They are 12 monthly minis.
Yep. And this is May, and I changed the colors. I don't even know what the colors are supposed to be. I think there's, because I can't see.
Well, they can now.
I think they're supposed to be blue.
Who cares? You made it your own.
Yeah.
That's new for you.
It is new for me, and I used almond M&Ms in the middle here. And I used I used Color and Cotton. All the rest of it.
And wasn't it fun and easy?
It was fun and easy, but I kept thinking, do these colors clash? Do these colors clash? And they might a little, but I'm going to keep
I don't
it.
think so.
It's very
like it.
spring.
Well, it's supposed to be summer. Sorry, it's okay. That's
It's May. May is in the spring.
May is spring.
May is spring.
Look, ladies, it's summer. It's summer. Jenny?
I got called out for being bossy, but I think we're going to turn that table around today. I think Nancy's bossy today. I have an FO. So I love to do stitch-alongs. And, or not stitch-alongs. I do love to do stitch-alongs. That's my problem. But I like to do swaps. And so this swap is with our friend Sandy, Stitching with Sandy. And it is out of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. This is last summer 21. It's one of the first ones I got. And it is called, I think, Strawberry Field. Yep, Strawberry Field.
Strawberry Field Forever. Isn't that a song?
It is by the Beatles.
Can I see it, Amy? Okay.
We're working under new. Who is this by though? Oh goodness gracious! I don't want to have to. Well, we don't want to pause. We've started this video so many times. Oh, here it is. Strawberry Field by Esther. Oh, Sub Rosa Design, but her first name is Esther.
I like that name, Esther. Shoulder time.
Those are the colors that I picked. I'm not really sure I'm going to finish it, but it's one of those ones that I should have an FO already.
That's really cute, Jenny.
Thanks.
How would you finish it if you had to finish it today?
I've got a frame at the house. I think I'm going to paint it black.
Ah.
It's an old frame, but I think I'm just going to stick it in that frame, and I just don't know what kind of goodies to send with it, so I'll have to figure that out. But,
Okay.
That's all I have for an FO.
All right. Whips. Amy, since you're our guest, would you like to start with your whips?
I can start.
I'm going to stick this in here so I don't lose it.
So these girls know that I just like to start projects.
We all
And
get to
I'm
start
just a
them.
serial starter.
You and Brenda.
So
No.
the first one,
Not Brenda. Brenda and the cereal starter.
Lori.
Lori, I always do that to her.
I started.
Okay, Amy, so you have to show the pattern,
Yeah, Nancy has an order.
Okay, I have an order I have to follow.
and I'll get it ready.
So, I started the Deadly Aquarium Sew Along by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. The new part 2 just came out today. I am currently still finishing up part 1 of the frame. But I've got a pretty good start on it.
Yeah.
I've got a very good start on it. I started late too.
Yep.
I did do the called for DMC floss colors, but I did change my background to 16 count Ada, and it's called The Duke and I by Grace Notes Fabrics.
Look at you, Amy.
So that is
Do
what
you
I'm
follow?
currently-
Do you follow Grace Notes on Facebook?
I do not.
You should.
I do not. I probably should.
Very
and then
nice.
I'll
Because
have
she'll
some more
ask you to.
projects.
She'll ask you to like post things you stitch on her fabric, and so you could share that.
I should.
It gives other people ideas too, especially people that don't live by an LNS. Then you can like scroll the Facebook pages, and you can find cool fabrics. You can find, because that's how I learned about Marty the Moose and how I'm gonna change his fabric for next year when it starts snowing.
I've been working on Marty for years now also.
Yeah, but I think you've actually committed to something, and we have not.
We're slackers.
I've got half of his face done, and I've started up into the antlers.
Oh
So-
man,
So maybe a next year finish,
But
huh?
no, because I only work on him when it snows, and we did not have a lot of
We
snow.
did
this
not.
year.
we didn't.
Like, I keep a little notebook of the days I
Did you
sewed
still
on
work
them.
on it yesterday?
I did not, because yesterday when it was snowing, I was here at Nancy's for book club, and I was digging through all her goodies.
All right, Nancy, do you have a whip you want to share?
We're starting to go through Amy.
No, we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 because we all have about the same. Or do you only have one?
I only have 2.
Well, I only have 3.
All right, well, I'll just be out first. Not a big deal. I guess we're gonna do something different today.
We're going to change routine.
Well,
This
sure,
is
mine,
mine.
but God.
This is But God. And I already know how I'm gonna change that heart because I do not like hearts.
Where's your heart, Nancy?
Right here.
I'll show yours and I'll show mine. I'll show the difference about size-wise. Do you need the bigger one?
No. So this is definitely, I gotta spend some time here. This is definitely Nancy style. If you really know this, they have 4 trunks. Nancy only happens to have 3 trunks, so hopefully that root system's really solid. And the house is a little wrong. I forgot a whole row here in the middle, so I could just make do. And I'm okay with it, because I know what I'm going to put this in my house if I ever get it done and where it's gonna go.
So where are you gonna put it in the house?
Up on my wall where you will come into my house.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
I know where I'm gonna put mine too.
Go ahead and show yours.
I'm just gonna show mine since we're on the same thing.
And Jenny, where are you
So
gonna put
you
yours?
did yours on 20
I did mine on 20 count.
by who? Do you remember? Is it Cedar River?
Yes. This one's Cedar River.
I'm guessing only because it looks like her colors. I did mine on 28 count because I have a bunch of 28 count when I switched over to 28 count Lugana. It's a Bestitch Me. I don't remember which color though. But and I changed all my colors. And I'm gonna stick mine in my craft room above my crucifix.
Remember? I did this.
You did the card. I did not.
I'll get organized one of these days.
I don't think I did a card.
And Amy, you only sew on Ada, so what kind of Ada do you like to sew on?
Oh, I did do it. Oh, I did it. It's live and die.
I sew on all kinds. As long as it's Ada, I don't care what brand, what kind, as long as it's Ada.
I lied. It's 32 count Lugana by Live and Die All White Oatmeal. That's what I'm stitching on.
These little cards are helpful.
They are, and I have them. I don't know why I don't. Let me just set it. You set it behind me.
They're so organized. They have cards. I just take the piece of paper that's usually stapled to my Ada, and then I just throw that in the bag.
I usually do too, but I think I cut a chunk off and I left the card attached to it. So
I got cards downstairs if you'd like to
I
pretend
might
like
have
you're
to
organized.
go in there.
Okay.
Okay, so I started another sew along, and it's the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's their Arctic Animals one.
Do you mind if I take it closer?
Nope, go for it.
But I can't see if it's right.
You have to go up. Up a little more. That is the first section that they are.
So do you think you can
Releasing.
still join if you want to join late?
I think you can. I think you can get the pattern. When I got it, purchased the box, but I know you can still purchase the pattern. for
Okay.
it. When I purchased
right.
the box,
Slip it
you
in.
guys may laugh. I thought that the box was so
It
cute.
is super cute. I kind of looked at it and kind of thought maybe I
I did.
could
I
take
thought it was a.
So I didn't have a bag that was Arctic Animals or Christmassy or wintry, not Christmassy. So this is the box that it came in,
Isn't it cute?
that the floss and everything came in. So I've just been keeping my project in there.
It
This
works.
is such a cute
It
little
is
box.
really cute.
And is that the called for fabric or is that
This
what you
is the
picked?
called for fabric and the called for DMC floss.
Yeah.
I just ordered it as the kit.
Oh,
It's very cute.
nice.
Yes, but I know you can still get the pattern.
Do you stitch in hand?
Yes, I stitch in hand.
What's up with you stitch in hand, people?
So
forget you.
I will tell you, I've had carpal tunnel surgery and it's easier for me.
Oh, okay.
So
I
that's,
didn't think
I
about that.
haven't done
I tried to start this one in a frame actually, and I just can't do it.
Oh, that's why. I was trying to figure out like why
Why
I
you
put that
zipped
there.
it?
Yeah.
All right. I have, we're just gonna skip Nancy so she can not feel left out. I have a finish, but not a finish, but a finish and a start. Oh, and apparently I have floss everywhere.
I need to run out to Crazy,
Crazy
Woman.
Woman?
Not today though.
Oh, I wanted to get to Crazy Woman, but because we started this 27
Oh, we
times.
might be able to get there.
Well, I don't think so. It's okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. Will you do that because it's
Yes.
black? And it's got something behind it. So, Annie, the Proper Stitcher, and Alicia, I've always combined their names. The Fanciful Flamingo are doing the 12 Days of Christmas Stitch Along. And I started on 5 golden rings. I finished it in the car the other day, and I started on number 6.
5 golden rings. Bump.
So it's just on 14 count Ada.
So it's fun though.
It
You
is
can
fun.
do it in the car.
You can do it's so easy to stitch in the car because we had sunny weather, so it was bright, and I just
very stunning.
I'm doing it, but I
Like,
haven't started
It's very
it.
elegant, and I
It
just love
is.
You know what you should do just a little bit is run some of that shiny stuff through the rings.
That sounds like a horrible idea. I just want it done to be done.
I thought it was a good idea.
It's a good idea. I just don't want to do anymore. They do have beads that I haven't got on here yet. Like you put some beads in here, but you didn't see that. But there's some beads that comes with it, white and red beads. They're not got placed on there yet.
So I better get those ordered, huh?
I'm pretty sure between the two of us, we'll have plenty.
Okay.
Because it's like 2 or 3 on each little one, so there's no way we're gonna go through. I don't know how many beads those are, but I think we're fine. I think we can share. Unless you just want your own beads, and then you're welcome to buy them.
Hey, Miss Amy, what do you got?
I started back in January doing the monthly Forbidden Fiber book club they have, where each month you can get a book, and then it comes with your cross stitch, your Ada that you choose, and it comes with the floss, and then you can choose to get the book, or you can do an Audible book, the paperback book, or she has a third option. So each month she does a different release, and I believe this was the March one. So it's the mystery, so it came with a mystery book.
I like this. I'm just learning about them, though, I think. So.
I am going to tell
She
you.
got me in trouble, and y'all know here in a minute.
Yes, I brought Nancy to the dark side, but this one I'm almost done with. I did start the January one. I do remember the February one was romance. The January, I believe, was dystopia. So I'm trying to keep up, but I did start doing those.
How fun. Are you going to put them on bookshelves?
I think I'm gonna put them in my room. I have a spare bedroom where I keep all my books. So I don't know if I want to frame them or if I just kind of want to do something where I can change them out every month and put a new one up.
Ooh, we should. Do you know how to do a flat fold?
No, you know what?
No.
Listen, Linda. You remember what Tracy with OG Stitchery gave me that one that you pull it out, and so the frame stays the same, but you just keep everything. Are they all the same size?
Yes, so far they have been.
Yeah, you just pop it out. I can find it and I can show you.
Yeah.
I
was just gonna say that, or we could do flat folds, and then you could just fold them flat and stick them between books, and then pull them out when you want to.
Because I have done one, but it turned into not the very best project I've ever done.
We should have a finishing day.
It doesn't really fold. We'll put it that way.
We should have a finishing day. I love flat folds. They're like my favorite thing to do.
Okay, are you gonna go or am I gonna go?
I have 2 left.
I got one left.
Well, this one's a quick one. This is a repeat. We've talked about it before. My friend Julie, look up from whatever you're doing. Julie and I jumped on this bandwagon. Amy apparently knew better. Nancy apparently knew better. Becky apparently knew better. Julie said, let's do it. I ordered all the things. And I got 1 block done. Well, Drew, it wasn't fair. Drew was home. There was a lot of quilting being done. It was a busy 2 weeks. But it's the Quilting ABCs by Erica Michaels. And I got the letter I done, and I started J. But I had to rip out my O because it was wrong.
See ya.
Yep. Or just a little bit. So it's an easy stitch, but for whatever reason, it seems to have taken me forever. I think
No, there's
because-
a lot of color changes though.
Well, there is a lot of color changes. Sorry, I
Because
lost.
how many do you have here? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, it's just
5, 6, 7 colors.
It's just dent stitching.
And it's a solid stitch.
Yeah. There's no. I lost my needle. Sorry.
It is super cute though. It is.
It is great, and if you would like me to keep my patterns and pass them when I'm done, I would happily do that.
So I could have another start.
Oh, right. That's right.
Jenny, how many starts do you have?
I have lots of starts. I have 51 whips, 52 whips.
How many do you have, Amy?
I did not count them, but I do know that I keep hearing people talk about how they have to rotate out their basket, and I'm gonna have to start rotating out my basket because it's full.
So here's what stresses me out. Like, I just want to see these beauties out. So what happened is, I had a 1 basket filled with all my whips, and I was like, "This is good." We're watching the neighbor
Rebel.
the there's a guy but his dog is laying in the middle of the yard. It's so peaceful.
And it was snowing last night.
It was
He's
snowing.
out mowing today.
Yeah, Steve did ours one night because he called at lunch and he says like, oh, they released us from work early. I'm like, oh, well. He's like, are you on your way home? I'm like, no, I just got the rod up. It's like, I told you I was gonna be gone all day. Anyways, our 2 spouses went to daycare today because I was ready to kill him. No dog murders happened in our family, but there was positive thoughts about it.
Did you get off on something?
Yeah, it was a tangent. I don't know where it was. Oh, I think it was just we were busy. All right. Show yours and I'll show my last one.
Amy, what do you got? One more?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay, so this, you guys have seen this over and over and over, but I'm gonna say I'm like over half done, so maybe it's knock knock.
Prairie
Schooler. That I did with, well, I'm doing, or how do you do that when she's done? Because I'm not doing it with her anymore.
It was still a sew along.
We'll go to the start along.
What was the start along for Nancy, which is, normal.
That's normal. But, so I am going to keep that out in my rotation to see, maybe it'll probably take me a couple months, but it's getting closer.
I think where we were going is we wrote, some of us have grown from not just having a project or two, but having to actually rotate baskets filled with projects. And that's what's happened with me. So Julie has a basket, right? Julie rotates her basket. I think there's some others that we know that rotate baskets. I took my 24 and 24 and I put small baskets together. So I have two 12 and 12 projects for half a year. Then I've got a bigger basket. And then last week I went and bought another basket to put up by my stitchy spot. So now I have 4 baskets of whips, which is redunculous. And I'm starting some big ones.
Oh, here she is, you guys.
Miss America, she's coming out. It's Mira May, but I'm kind of paralyzed on my Mira. I'm not gonna lie, I'm paralyzed. I'm watching my friend Jody stitch the Raven Queen, and she's just whipping it out, and I'm like, I did her hair, I did the outline of her collar, and now I just need to bite the bullet and decide whether I'm gonna do 1/1 for her skin or not. It's my first one. I need to give myself the grace not to, but I'm determined that I should because I like the way it looks, and I like the way my friend Leslie's looks when she did her skin 1/1. So anyways, this has been really captivating. I really was thinking I was gonna get this entire border done so that I could cut my fabric and Nancy could serge it.
I can do it.
Not yet because I'm not ready. But a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. It's a pub. I'm doing it on Evertote or Roxy. Evertote's conversion with Roxy.
Oh my goodness, I get my light bulb just came on. Why
What?
do they call it a pub?
Well, remember we talked about that. She does not listening to me.
That light bulb just came on.
I couldn't figure out why everyone was calling it that either. And because it's on fabric by Roxy Flasco. You know what I'm showing?
Yeah, because you showed the pattern, right?
Yeah, I just showed the pattern. So it's called
Can they see
Pub
it?
Crawl. And I got it because, they can. I got this, I thought it was because it reminded everyone of an English pub, an English tavern. And so I was all expecting that. And I got my husband, because I was telling him about it, thought it was cool. So he bought, for Mother's Day, he bought the floss.
From Roxy.
From Roxy.
And Roxy's a bird.
Roxy's the bird. She is not the dyer. We've discovered that. We knew that though, I think. Maybe we didn't. But it's her floss dyeing, her pattern, or her fabric, her floss. Pattern is by a Scarlet Letter, and they have a lot of this. So if you go up to evertote.com, they're out of Canada. They do a lot of this dyeing.
Did you do this on Cedar River Linen and Design?
No, remember I just said Roxy. It's Roxy.
This is Roxy.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that this was Roxy.
it is. Both of them are.
Roxy, huh?
Yeah, I just called up to
Foxy,
I didn't call
Foxy.
on the internet. I told Evertote I wanted to order it, and they sent it to me. It was pretty quick. But Holly from Holly's Hobbies of Holly, she is doing it too, and she just got her linen. I think she's doing around 40 count though, and mine's on 36.
Very nice, Jenny. How are you transporting that? Do you have a pillowcase?
No, I just put it in there.
Yes, well, we can make you a pillowcase, like a custom pillowcase.
Well, that would be wonderful.
I didn't say I was going to.
Okay.
Did I?
Yes, you said we, so I'm going to go with you. Oh, there we go. Solve that mystery.
Maybe. All right.
Actually, once I get it a little further along, I'll probably take it off that big Q-snap. I learned, don't ask me why, I should have known this, but I learned that you can make your own custom sizable Q-snaps, because this is a big Q-snap and a little Q-snap, so it's shorter. Instead of a big square, I have a rectangle. I didn't know. I think I learned that from Steph, from Pam and Steph. Pam, I think, excuse me, Steph likes to like make, I think she likes a custom one. I didn't know.
Custom one.
She
I
customized.
gotta sit up straight. I look kind of floppy.
I know, we all look like we're like good, needing a nap.
Amy and I have been drinking.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
Cheers.
yes they have. I have to go
And I
home.
learned that you have to pour the alcohol in first and then the Dr. Pepper. Bartending probably would not be my, well, although we were really good bartenders.
We have bartended.
Yeah. But
At a friend's wedding.
I mean, it was just in cans, but we did it.
All right, let's talk about our plans. Do we have any plans? I have my June 24 and 24. I don't think I brought it though. I thought I did.
I think I'm gonna pull out my fox. I like my fox and I haven't worked on him at all.
So,
Oh, we've seen these guys.
yeah, last year, I think I saw Kathy finish them. Kathy from Two Needles Pulling Thread. And so I went ahead and I dyed some fabric for them. Oh, I don't even know.
You
what-
put it away.
Oh, I sure did. Because you said we were done and I believed you. Because we were. Anyways, my 24 my 24 and 24 are for June are Plum Street Samplers, Eat Crow,
What do you have left on this besides fill in?
and all
Oh,
these
the
a
little
lot of
side.
gazillion flowers in the top and the fill in the pumpkin.
But this would be a good car stitch.
It would be. That's what we're going to Sari's graduation next weekend, so I'm gonna take it with me. And then because I want them to be pairs, I don't know, you know, two that are similar because they're both the same size. I think they're both
Uniform.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
needle minders.
I know, I love. But you saw that she's going away from her. She's gonna stick with her custom needle minder designs and go away from. I can't remember how big these are. I think they're the same though. Anyways, I wanted the fabric to be the same. The floss is the same, so I kitted them both up and
Jenny left herself plenty of room.
yeah. I was just trying to use up this 28 count. So last year when I cut it, I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room. It's on tea-dyed by me. It was a white piece and I tea-dyed them. And then I was gonna do them, oh, that's what it. I was gonna do them over one on 25 count, and I decided that was a bad idea. But now I wish I would have. It'd probably be done by now. Those are my plans. Oh, and I'm gonna start a Teresa Kogut summer. It's my 4th of July. It's my Memorial Day stitch. Is it kitted up? Is it ready? No, but by God, I got it.
Amy, what are your plans?
I'm just gonna keep working on my frame for my my aquarium, and hopefully I will have my Arctic one done by the next release, which is in June. So I'm gonna focus on those two for now.
And do you stitch at night?
I stitch at night usually when I get home from work. I probably get 2 or 3 hours in sometimes. That's when I try to do my stitching. I stitch during the week, and on the weekends I try to focus on quilting. Because I have 2 hobbies I really like to do.
I think Nancy and I are going to add punch needle to ours, maybe. We'll tell you in August. We'll report back in August. All right, what plans, sister? Now that the bus is...
The only plan is I think I'll keep that knock out and maybe but God, and then I'll bring in the fox Quaker I've had for years, and I think that maybe I only have the very start of a paw done.
Okay.
But it's downstairs. We couldn't film downstairs because I got a mess. And I'm like, I don't know where we could fit 3 people downstairs.
So we're here on the kitchen table.
Because my sister is supposed to come down and help me organize like for years now. And it's not my sister's fault, but I'm just saying.
Between life and jobs, we need to find time to focus on us. That's selfish, but that's what maybe we should
That's
do.
okay.
All right, Happy Mail? I do not have any.
I don't have any Happy Mail, but I got a haul.
I have no haul.
Jenny.
I've ordered things, they just haven't come in yet, so I have to wait patiently.
My first one is from my friend, Miss Jody, from Cedar River Linen and Design.
This is beautiful.
This is her copy stain. This is 20 count.
I'm gonna have to get online now. This is 20 count Ada.
Yes.
I love this.
Very pretty. Hopefully it shows color true. Does it show pretty true color?
Oh, no. Come back a little. More true there. It's kind of a warm taupey brown. It is beautiful.
It's very pretty. I don't have any plans for it, but
It's always good to have it.
I'll have it in my Cedar River Linen and Design
Tote. She has her own tote. Jody has her own tote in Nancy's room.
We talked about this. My friend Amy got me into this.
So Amy's a bad influencer.
I
You're a
am.
horrible influencer.
Nancy and I both went on to this,
Forbidden Fiber Home.
thank you, Forbidden Fiber Co. And we got the Goonies box.
Coming.
In the meantime, Nancy, well, it doesn't come till like October or something.
I
In the
too got the Goonies box.
so
We
we
all
have
three.
3 Goonie box
Well, I had
subscribers.
2 free. Well, anyway,
Nancy is like, oh yeah, and I got the Wicked. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't know she didn't tell me about the Goonies box. I discovered it on my own. So apparently Amy didn't tell me either. That's all right. I'm not bitter.
and our good friend Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E.
And
and
Zan.
Zan from Crazy Band Lady, they like her as well. And
Well, they're her helpers. Like, they all hang out in their store.
hey, if you need a helper, I'm a good worker. Just that anybody
But
needs
she's
a helper.
moving. They're moving. Okay, we have half the story, people. You know this about us. We have half the story. We're not going to get it all right. But you bought the Wicked bag.
I bought the Wicked bag and received it. It has a little fancy
Some
witch.
zipper
It
bling.
has.
Oh, her colors.
Yep.
They're fun to stitch with.
Oh, it's a rainbow. Like, I always forget when I see this because it looks like tie-dye, but it's a rainbow. So it's light and dark is this blue. Envy is the green. Squash plum. Blue. Squash plum. What's this word? Blossom. Is the yellow. Black magic is the black. Rustic is this color. This is called tie-dye.
You're back to Envy.
Huh?
And you're back to Envy? Oh, no.
No. What is this?
Elphaba? I don't know.
It's the green.
A needle minder?
Needle
Oh,
minder.
let me see. I want to see it.
And a pattern. And pretty green. I
And
think
do you get to pick your...
you get to pick the size you want, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I was a little late to this game.
But they still had some on their website.
Well, yeah, because obviously I got to it. And then I have Goonies coming, and the what's the other one, Amy?
Wicked.
No, this is Wicked.
Or not Wicked. The villains.
Yes.
Villains.
Oh, the villain.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And then, not gonna go through it, but look what I got.
Because we already went through it last
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did get in the club, you guys.
Did you write the Zoom down on your calendar?
You'll do that before I leave.
Okay.
That's the first thing I did when I came in last night was go to Nancy's table and I seen this pink box and I went through it.
Amy, you're welcome to whatever's at my
I was
house.
like, oh, I'm gonna go through this because I had seen Jenny show it one day and I didn't know what was in it. So I'm like, I'm gonna find out.
It makes me happy.
Amy, do you have any haul?
I do not. I did not bring any haul.
We totally sprang this on her. We're like, hey, meet us for lunch and bring
And
your
bring your
stitching.
stitching.
I just grabbed a bag that I took to the library last weekend and hoped there was stuff in it.
So our BFF, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to table. I'm right on the corner of the leg. So our BFF today, we just thought we'd share our friend Amy because, you know, you need your stitchy friends. And it's nice to find them. And Amy, I think, was cross-stitching before we were because Nancy learned from you, right?
I had started years ago back in 4-H and then I kind of had stopped because there was kind of a little lull where it wasn't like popular or a thing. And it really kind of picked back up. And so Nancy and I kind of started when Nancy was starting, I was starting again.
So, and we've had a great time. Our friend Julie and Becky picked it up. I don't know if they'd cross-stitched before and then rekindled it. I don't know, but it was just fun that we all kind of got back in it together. And we're all quilters.
And Amy, you have an Instagram account. Would you mind sharing that with Jenny at the end so you can get...
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll add you on our list.
She doesn't have a floss tube just yet, but you never know.
I just like to make appearances.
She's going to be a parent with us.
I just like to make
I do with
appearances, travel, and buy stuff.
That sounds like
and buy
every
stuff.
proper stitcher. Do you know what I did with our shares?
You
But I
put 'em
will
over
say,
there.
ladies, it is nice to find a group to do stuff with. It
is.
just makes you feel lighthearted and happy, and you can laugh, and you can go do stuff, and it just makes your day
And
so
Jenny
much
lost
better.
her shares.
I sure did.
So as she's doing this, I'm going to share my cake batter dip with you guys.
So last weekend, the 24 hours of cross stitch, we set up Zooms. I say we. Jane.
Would you like one?
Jane from
Oh, get in there,
Running
Amy.
with
Get in
Scissors,
there.
Jane and Julie. She set up a Zoom call for everybody, and we got to Zoom like all weekend. And everyone made dips, but me because I was traveling.
I didn't either, but
This is Nancy's dip. What is this dip called?
I call it cake batter dip. So that you use a confectionate cake. Yeah. We'll put it in our recipes. It's not my recipe, it's a Pinterest recipe, but it's good.
All right.
Whenever I go anywhere with Nancy and we have to take something, this is what everybody requests she brings.
For my sister, because I didn't feed her gummy bears on
Ooh, they're sour.
yeah,
Thank you, Jenny.
I brought her a big bag of gummy bears or gummy frogs.
Nice. I've never had the sweet and sour ones.
I
Would
had
you
neither.
like to share one with me?
Sure, but I don't make the weird noises like Mom does. So I should have opened it before we started. We all love the gummy bears.
Amy?
These things are
Yes, please.
huge.
If you guys have not tried this brand of gummy bears, worms, frogs, you have got to try them.
We should probably own stock in it. Maybe purchase some stock.
Ooh,
Good?
yeah.
They are. I'm eating his feet or arms and I'm
Oh,
pulling
it's
him
a little
apart.
sour.
When does it get sour?
Mm,
When you get to the middle?
well, they're sweet and sour, so I don't really know. Maybe the legs are sour and the middle's not.
Oh, I think it says the legs are. Maybe?
I haven't eaten the middle yet, but the green is very sour.
Would you say that too?
I don't think the grape's that sour.
I only pulled one.
No, she got it red and
Oh, I know.
purple
I'm
one.
just saying, like,
I think it might just be the legs because the red center seems really sweet. But they're good. I'd buy them.
they're Costco. I had to take Mom to get her hearing aids tested.
I'm like, we don't have a Costco. Yes, we do.
Billings, we do. 2 hours from me. All right, so our shares. We have Be Happy by Summer House Stitch Works. Keyword that one is happy. We have The Fourth by Hands On Design. The keyword here is summer. And before spring ends, we're going to get one more spring sampler in by Annie the Proper Stitcher. And the keyword for this one is flowers. So those are our 3 giveaways.
Okay.
And then we have quilts.
Amy, what are you working on for your quilts?
I have been working on, Nancy and I once a month have been going to our local quilt shop here in town, and they've been having a scrappy night. And so I have just been working on 2 patterns that she's just kind of come up with to use up some of our scraps. And I'm using those on my featherweight. I've been trying since January when we go sewing to use my featherweight. So that is what I have been working on.
That's exciting. I'm the only one in the group now that officially does not have a featherweight.
Well, I had that lady up in Montana. I can spend your money for you, Jenny. But
Yeah, I'm trying to decide.
come to the dark side with us, Jenny.
think I
Come
might
to
wanna-
the dark
I think I
side.
might want a juke.
I am your father, Luke. You have a juke, don't? No.
No,
You
I have a
Janome.
Janome.
You know me.
And you have a Bernina.
I have a Bernina, a singer, and
I have
a
a
featherweight.
singer and a baby lock. But I really think I want a juki.
I want the Bernina 770. I think that's what it is. And I want the Juki.
I want the juki that my friend Leslie has. Because I think it's the same juki that Jordan Fabrics. What's her name?
That's a big one.
She's an industrial one. But their throats are really big.
You want an industrial one?
No, I just want a big throat.
Oh.
I mean, my
You
baby
have a
lock-
big throat,
no,
yeah.
it's long. It's not like deep. I want a deep one. Anyways.
Hey, Jenny, why don't you just get a long arm?
Oh, I thought about that. because I'm not gonna lie, this quilt so it's not got the binding on it.
We need to figure out how we're gonna get this.
Well, it's for my niece. It's her graduation gift.
What if she watches this?
She doesn't.
What if she does? What if
She's
she's like really
18
cool?
and cool. I'm 51
What
and
if
her
we're really
aunt.
cool? I think we're cool.
So, my sister-in-law said she likes rainbows, and I went, great. Rainbow.
This is a big one.
Rainbow is, and then she said, I need a double. A double is 80 by 90.
We're not maybe I'll show them all.
We'll just show parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can put a picture of it.
so
Yeah.
we'll put a picture at the end. Here's the thing. This little block right here, these four, I thought we can sit down, guys. It's too big.
Let's just sit underneath it.
We'll just sit underneath it for a minute. That's what ladies do when they were hand stitching together. We'll get Amy
Careful,
back
lady.
in with
We should have fallen here.
So, in my mind, I needed 2 charm packs. Honestly, I probably needed 7. So I had to figure out how to add. Who's
I
calling
can't
you,
get
Nancy?
it.
So we were trying to
Sorry,
figure out.
you're gonna hear my
fine.
phone.
So we were
It'll
trying to
stop hearing
figure
this.
out who. I was trying to figure out how to make it 80 by 90. So I added this around it, and then I added this row, and then I needed to add rows here. I know I didn't do a very good job there.
Oh, sorry.
Were you gonna point that out?
I was just gonna ask if you knew, because that's something I would do. Like,
No, I know, but I did something different with the way I quilted. So I usually quilt in straight lines, and this time what I did was I quilted around the outside. Why, I don't know. And then I ended up with this little roll right here that I could not figure out how to push it out. So I did the best I could. I'm hoping when I wash it that it'll just kind of scrunch up and you won't notice it too much.
it's very nice, Jenny.
Anyways, this beast got done at 6:30 this morning. The quilting, and now I just have to put the binding on, and I'll probably do the binding next week on Wednesday. But I have 2 things I have to FFO, because one of them's for her, and the other one I have to get in the mail before the 1st. Anyways, I got a lot of things on my little plate. I got more things on my plate than I got plate. That I have
You need
to
a
get
bigger
done.
plate,
I need
huh?
a bigger plate. I need a platter with 52 whips and an extra basket. Just ask me about
I
it.
will pick you up one when I go to Menards.
Perfect. I'm going to take you up on that. All right. And then, what are you working on for quilts there, sister?
I have a Hello Kitty quilt that I kind of made my own design for. Then I have a baby quilt I need to do, and then I can do whatever I want, I guess.
What's your challenge for next month?
All of my challenges are done.
Oh, you're a twit.
I like to start my challenges the day they roll the dice. So I have not started this month's challenge.
What is your challenge this month?
It was a Primrose Cottage, probably back in 2000, 2001, a Christmas box that was like a little wreath, just a little wall hanging. Yeah, I should probably cut that out.
Mine is, I have to quilt one of Mel's quilts. I have 2 that are done. I've got the flimsies done, which are the tops, but I do not have and I got the backings for them. And now I have the batting for them, but I've not started. So I got a sandwich and quilt one. And my boss, who is 78 years old, back in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, made a hand applique quilt top. So she's got a flimsy. And so I want to finish it for her birthday. So I got the material to add the borders, sandwich it, and then the back is just a milk cow, because they had this milk cow, and it was her pet. But she probably should have been put out to pasture and not sold as a milk cow, but she didn't know. Like, they were new to having milk cows. And this cow is her pet, and then they realize that they have to take it to have it slaughtered because she's past her prime. Her kids, she's got 4 kids, a daughter and 3 boys. And the 3 boys, every time they had beef after that, we go, "Oh, Mom, this is the best beef." It was so bad because they were eating their pet. It was so horrible. She tells the story and she still cries to this day because she loved this cow. So I got a milk cow fabric to put on the back. So we'll probably show that in a few weeks once I get that kind of started and stuff.
Okay. Talking about crying, that wants me to bring me back.
Oh, Nancy, don't tell on your friends.
It's okay.
Okay, thank
I
you.
can
Amy.
take it.
She knew I was gonna do it. It's not a big deal. So last weekend, Amy and I went to the movie If, and it is a good movie. It's a cute movie. It's a kids movie. My mom's on this side. I'm here, and Amy's here. My mom is like bawling, like uncontrollably bawling. And here's Nancy. I look over at Amy, and she's crying too. So I'm like, oh crap.
It's like, what am I gonna do? There's two people with emotions, and I might get them.
I'm sitting there like, why am I crying? This whole crying thing is a new emotion to me. Like, apparently that might come with age. I'm finding out. Like,
There's a movie about emotions.
Just sitting there like, why am I crying? What is going on? Nancy's gonna make fun of me.
And here's the deal, guys. At the very end, the little girl has to tell a story. I can't tell you what the story was about because I was laughing. I was laughing at Amy, and probably people are like thinking that girl's not appropriate, but I was laughing hard, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I was crying at a Disney movie.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think, as you know, we talk about things with age. I think I might be close to the pause because, I mean, I really don't know because I don't have any plumbing. But last night, I've always got 27 blankets on at night. Last night I was so hot. I was trying to figure if it was inappropriate to sleep without my clothes on because I was so hot.
But you're in your honey. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, will you keep your clothes on? Anyways, there I was last night. And so I got this morning and I was like, man, Steve's like, did you really kick all the blankets over on me last night? I was like, I did. And he's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I think he was hoping for something else, but I really didn't know why. It was like, I think it's the pause. I think it's happening. So, speaking of the pause, we should spin the wheel.
Ooh, Amy, hot seat.
Hot seat, Amy. Oh, that's an easy one. Are you a late night owl or stitcher?
No.
What time do you go to bed, Amy?
I usually am in bed by 7:30 or 8 because I get up at 4 to go to work. But I will tell you, some reason when we were at our last quilt retreat, I had this crazy burst of energy and made it 4 nights past midnight. I'm so proud of myself right now. But no, I am a very early to bed because I get up very early.
Nancy?
It depends. I would say no on the average, on the, not average, but the,
On average.
yeah. But like if I'm talking to you or talking to, a Zoom meeting, I can stay up a little bit later. But I kind of...
I'm going to call BS on that because when she has to stay up late, she's like, suddenly she'll just disappear.
Well, I'll do that too.
She will.
She's like, where'd Nancy go? And then you'll find her up in her bed. There's no announcement. She just disappears.
When we go to retreats and stuff, that's what I usually do. I just go put myself to
And then
bed.
everyone's like, where's your sister? And I'm like, I'm probably in bed. I don't know. I'm 90 miles from her. I don't know where she is.
On Zooms.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to break off on Zooms. Like, I feel...
It is. I don't want to... I have FOMO. I don't want to miss out on anything. So
Jenny, are you a late night owl?
I am. But because my husband has to get up at 5 o'clock every morning to go to work by 6, I tend to go to bed when he goes to bed. But when he's not at home, I will stay up all night and stitch. On weekends, I'm like, he'll look at me about 10 o'clock. He's like, are you ready for bed? I'm like, nope. So he has to stay until 10 or 10:30, 11, 12:30, whatever time I decide. Put another movie on, honey. I got another few hours of stitching in me. So he's really good about the weekend. He'll stay up late with me, but he prefers to be up early. And I get up when he gets up because we have 2 dogs. And, I mean, why have an alarm clock? You have 2 labs. So that's where I'm at. All right, so we've given you 3 keywords. We're happy to get past those patterns. I've already sent the last 2 videos. Everything's been collected, so that was nice. We appreciate when you answer back and we can get those out of our hands into your hands to keep stitching. And we always ask for constructive feedback. We ask you to straighten somebody's crown. And sometimes a way to do that is if you don't have anything nice to say, just not say anything at all. Just exit stage left and no one has to know. So that's all we ask. Straighten someone's crown. Enjoy your stitching. And we should be back in 2 weeks' time, I think.
Sure.
Nancy doesn't know. Nancy's on summer break. She's like, I don't know. I might not put pants on.
So what's that? Tell me when it's Saturday.
All right, well, we will make sure Nancy's schedule is filled in. And we will, I guess, see
you next time.
See you next time.
See you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
Stretch, Judy, stretch.
Short
Keep
arms.
stretching.
I can't
Keep
reach.
stretching. Amy, you're looking very serious there.
Oh,
I was
I didn't know
holding
you had started.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to, like, really,
You should pause this. And
you
we
should
can
pause
get
it
our
so we
crap.
can get centered.
I like it, babe. Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
Where are the Bougie Stitchers?
Plus the one.
And our, what are, so Emma's cubed, single, squared, cubed.
What do we have you at?
What are you? That's math. We're not doing, we'll got a story about math when we talk about quilts later. We'll do that later. So no.
You're who? Who are you?
I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Amy.
And we are, this is 3 of the 6 of us together. You've met Emma, you've met Julie. I don't think the only one who's never been on is Becky.
It's Becky, yeah.
You'd have to, you gotta look for
I gotta
Becky.
sit up straight.
Becky's a tiny lady. You gotta look for her. All right. Well, we always start out with a moment of gratitude.
Jenny?
Huh. I don't know. I think my moment of gratitude, no, I honestly I do know, is learning patience.
Let's kind of turn us just a little bit. There.
I think it's just learning that, you know, you can't take yourself too seriously. And when we started this journey, we talked a lot about learning about grace and, you know, giving myself the ability to learn and to, you know, learn technology, learn to cross stitch. Apparently I still need to learn to quilt, even though I only started quilting a little bit earlier than cross stitching. But when I show you the quilt at the end of the segment, I'll tell you that it was an adventure. Not too many swear words were happening, but there was an adventure. I think not just.
You have a lot.
Hi,
Take 2.
FlossTube. Take 3. The first time Nancy turned it on, we didn't know. Hi, we're the Bougie Stitchers. I'm Jenny,
I'm Nancy.
And I'm Amy.
and we are 3 friends who cross stitch and quilt and hang out, and we've traveled together, and we just got to get Becky and Julie involved, and Emma when she's not busy being 20s.
Emma.
In her 20s, want to hang out with those old ladies. So we are a channel about cross stitch and some quilting. Nancy, pretend you're happy to be here, Nancy. Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
Hi.
It's like take 5. It's fine. The bloopers will be at the end if you want them. We're the Bougie Stitchers. I'm Jenny.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Amy.
We are sisters who took up cross stitching, and then Amy's like a sister. I'm gonna go with that. She is not. She's a sister, but she doesn't have a sister. She has all brothers, so we just adopted her. All right, we are a channel about cross stitch. Do we say that?
Oh,
We probably said that 6 times now, so Lord knows what we're really starting out with. But we always start our channel with a moment of gratitude. Do I have to go first?
Mhm.
Am I the only one that knows?
I'll figure it out.
Do you have one?
I'm just grateful right now for the changing of the seasons.
Oh,
It is so beautiful right now. We're sitting here. I'm looking out the window. The trees are green. There's birds. There's sunshine. We had some snow last night.
it did snow
And
last night.
rain. We've had all seasons in the last 24 hours. But I'm just grateful for some sunshine and just the beauty of the changing of the seasons.
What I love about living in Wyoming is that even if you have a 100-degree day at night, you can open your windows and the air is cool. Like, I mean, it turns 73, 70, but it's cool. Like, you don't feel like you're always dying like you do in other parts of the country. So, have you thought of one? All right, well, you've got like 30 seconds. My moment of gratitude is about learning. We'll share the quilt story here at the end, but I took on a quilt. I thought I had it all figured out. I thought it was going to take me moments, and it ended up taking me about 2 weeks from start to finish, and it's still not done. And it was a hot mess. It was an adventure. But, you know, you have to give yourself those times to learn and to, you know, not be too hard on yourself. I learned to put up a traverse rod. Today,
I got new curtains.
I'm learning all types of new things, and so just to, you know, you're never too old to learn. So I guess that's what I'm grateful for, the opportunities to be able to learn and practice on my sister versus in somebody's house that might hate me if I put the wrong hole in the wall.
Plus, I didn't pay her. I'll pay for the rod. But I didn't pay for her services. I'm cheap. I paid her for lunch, though.
Yeah, you bought me lunch.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah. All right, what's your moment of gratitude?
I have a lot of things to say. I want the ability to be nice. As adults, we have to be nice. And sometimes, especially when we're texting, we write something and we might not mean for it to be, hateful or hurtful. Maybe you just had a thought or a statement, but I can read it as, it being mean. So if you ever question text, call that person and find out what they mean. Like don't sit there and question it like, oh, Amy hates me because I wore a red shirt. You don't say, hey, Amy, what didn't you like about my red shirt? And she'll call and explain it to you. So don't rely on those texts and the ability to block people, but I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay, go.
I don't know what we're talking about, do
I don't either. Take 75.
No, we're not going to we're going to restart over because I think I think what my sister was trying to say is we've had some commenters on our channel that love my sister, love her, because I love her too, and think I'm bossy and mean, and that's okay.
And Jenny is bossy, but Jenny is the number one child. She's a personality. She was a colonel in the Air Force,
I spent 26 years being the boss, and I really feel like I try to give myself the grace.
And I spent 26 years being a bum, so.
A bum? Anyways, somebody felt the need to say that I was not a nice person, and felt the need to say I was bossy, and felt the need to say I was mean. So my sister, being how nice she is, didn't want me to see the comment, though I'd already seen it, and blocked it. So I don't know what's going on with our recording. I don't know. That's what I do.
All right, until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.